Hello, everyone. My name is Ana Maria Carrera, and this is my ID. In this presentation, I will be talking about the types of complements. Well, let's start. What is a complement? Syntactically, is the obligatory element in the structure of the sentence, since without it, the subject will transmit the action of the state in carry out. But there is an exception, that is when we use the intransitive verb, in which case we don't need a complement. For example, the red telephone rings, but this case is no our concern for now. So let's analyze the example. The red car has interesting accessories. In this case, the red car is the subject, has our verb, and the interesting accessories is the complement. And this means that it gives us more information about the subject. In this context, we can say that complements have a subcategorization according to how they serve to complement, subjects, verbs, objects, and adjectives. Okay, let's talk then about the subject complement. As its name indicates, it complements the subject can be an adjective phrase, an adverb phrase, a noun phrase, or prepositional phrase. For instance, the cake is slightly sour. In this case, the subject is the cake. The linking verb is taste, and the subject complement is the slightly sour, which in this case, the adjective phrase. And this phrase is giving meaning to the subject, because if we only said the cake taste, it would have no significance. True, right? Okay. Let's continue with the example where a noun phrase is our complement subject. Okay, in this sentence, Juan's uncle was president of Spain. The nominal phrase president of Spain has as its core the noun president, hence its name. And this phrase renames the subject, which is in this case Juan's uncle. Okay, the last example for the subject complement is the using of a prepositional phrase. Okay, the highest waterfall. Now, the highest waterfall is in the south of Venezuela. In this example, the prepositional phrase in south of Venezuela gives basic information to the subject. About the verb complements, it refers in a word, phrase, or clause that follows the verb to have the strengthen the meaning of and the impact of the verb in the sentence. In this context, we have four categories that are no complement, with infinitives, with gerunds, with noun clauses. Okay, let's talk about the first type of the complement verb, the verb complement, that is no complement. In this intransitive sentence, Mariana always loads, the intransitive verb loud doesn't require that there to be a complement. For this type of sentence that have a non-complement verb, we will use intransitive verbs such as, I don't know, loud, sing, cry, dance, etc. The second is with infinitives. In this case, we use an infinitive phrase that is in this example is to study chemistry, to complete the idea of the main verb that is want. That is to say, in this type of complement, it's necessary to add an infinitive phrase that has an infinitive verb, so that is complements the main verb. The third verb complement is within gerund. That is so. That together with the main verb, we will have a phrase in gerund which contains a verb ending in ing. For example, in this sentence, I almost fell for leaving early. The gerund phrase is leaving early. And the last type of verbal complement is with noun clauses. A nominal or substantive clause is a dependent clause that replaces any noun in the sentence. For example, in the sentence, Juan was surprised by what he had heard. In this example, the noun clause, what he had heard, is used as an object of the preposition by, giving more information to the main verb surprise. Okay, the third type of complement is object or objective complement. This type of complement can be formed by a noun, pronoun, or adjective that gives more information about the direct object in the sentence. For this reason is the normally after the direct object, no? For example, in this sentence, Cynthia's looks makes Juan nervous. Is the case Juan is the direct object and the nervous is the object complement. Okay. In the grammar form, there are three parts of a speech, which can act as object complement, in which are noun or pronoun, and the adjective in the sentence. In the sentence, the people elect Novoa as the new president of Ecuador. The new president of Ecuador is a noun phrase that acts as an object complement, while the direct object is Novoa, who is the person who is the new president. When a pronoun acts an object complement, this pronoun can be possessive, reflexive, demonstrative, etc. Any type of pronoun, you know. In the sentence, he can make her someone everyone admires. The pronoun her is the direct object, and the infinitive pronoun someone is the object complement. And finally, in this category, when an adjective or adjective phrase acts as an object complement, it means that we use them to complete the direct object. A complement of the direct object, excuse me. For example, in our example, constant practice made chief is disciplined. In this sentence, the word chief is the direct object, and very disciplined is the adjective phrase, and that acts as an object complement. Okay, and the adjective complements. Adjective complements are words, phrases, or clauses contain an adjective that provide additional information about the main adjective in in a sentence, as they clarify or complete the description of the subject. Okay. According to these, complement adjectives can be configured in the sentence in different ways, such as adjective alone, predominant prenominal adjectives, adjectival followed by prepositional phrase, adjectives followed by infinitives, and adjectives can also be followed by clauses. Okay, when an adjective is alone, it means that it doesn't need more words to complete that idea. So the main adjective of the sentences is also on that adjective complement. For example, the adjective fabulous in the sentence, that car is fabulous. We also have when an adjective complement acts as a predominant adjective, you can use a nominal or prepositional phrase. In our example, Daniel is a faithful friend like no other. The noun phrase friend like no other complements the main adjective faithful. An adjective also be followed by a prepositional phrase, and that adds information to the adjective, which in this example is delicious. The prepositional phrase from my mother adds complementary information to know who owned the delicious salad. Mhm. In this case, is my mother. And when an adjective is adjective followed by infinitive, a phrase is also called a complement adjective. As in this example, the physical test is easy to complete. To complete is the infinitive phrase that accompanies the adjective easy. And finally, okay, when the adjectives can also be followed by clauses. These clauses give more information about the adjective. Yeah. Sebastian was sad that he saw you leave. The clause the see you leave allows us to know the cause of the Sebastian's sadness. And also, these are not the only configuration of the complement or complement adjective complement. Help us understand the ways in which an adjective can be complement to the make it have a better meaning. Okay, that is all for me. Thank you a lot for watching this video. Here are reference used in this presentation. Goodbye.